Hey everyone, it's Jackie with ABC Creations, and I'm bringing to you another video on how we do our beanies. Here we are just opening up the packaging. You will want to pre-cut your stabilizer. I use cutaway stabilizer so that the beanie doesn't stretch the design when you're wearing it or washing it. And then you will also need water-soluble stabilizer for the top. Here you want the tag on the bottom. So I am just flipping the beanie inside out with the tag facing down so I know where to insert my stabilizer. Once you have flipped the beanie, I lay it with the tag facing down. I grab a piece of cutaway stabilizer and I insert it into the hat with a little bit sticking out. Try to make sure it's about as straight as you can possibly get it with the edge of the beanie. And this will leave it just enough room to hoop it so that you can still see the edge of the beanie through the hoop. Now I'll show you one that I've just finished off the machine so that you can see how it looks. And so here, this is the finished design, and when you flip it the way that I've hooped it, the design looks upside down, but when it stitches, it's actually right side up because where my thumb is where it goes into the machine. So you just separate the machine, you separate the hoops, pull off this water-soluble stabilizer, and I do spray this down later with a little bit of water to remove any excess. And then you cut away the stabilizer on the back. What this does is it allows the stitches to stay formed and in place even after washing. If you use tearaway or a water-soluble, what tends to happen is the stitches are polyester and they will potentially shrink in the wash, or the beanie might, and thus leaves the design or image skewed. And it also will do it if you wear it. So here I just pinch the hat between my fingers, I grab the cuff, and then I re-straighten the hat back out the way it should be, and there's your finished product. So now I'll show you how I hoop the new one. So you take your beanie with the stabilizer already placed inside, and you're going to hoop so that the front of your hoop that is going toward the back of the machine is at the bottom of the beanie, or the opening. Here I try to make sure that the stabilizer covers the actual hoop, but that the beanie does not go all the way to the edge of the hoop. This is so I can see the edge of the beanie through the hoop once it's all together. Next, lay your water-soluble stabilizer on top. This causes the design not to shrink. And make sure that your hoop on top is facing the correct direction so that it's facing the back of the machine. Here you can see the edge of my beanie still through the actual hoop, and this is how I check to make sure my hoop is aligned and my beanie is straight. Now we're going to load it up into the machine. Again, you're going to load the opening of the beanie toward the back of the machine and lock in your hoop. I print out my designs so it gives me my center point with the crosshairs. This helps me to better align my design on my embroidery piece. I will drop my needle on the machine to make sure I am aligned, and if I'm not, I will move the machine accordingly. Here I hit the 100 button just to release the needle, and I hit start, and here it goes. Oh, sorry. I also make sure that your design is facing straight. It is not like hats. You do not want it reversed. The only time you want it reversed if you do this method is if it doesn't have a folded cuff. If it is straight with no folded cuff, then you would want the design reversed and upside down. This video is sped up for your viewing pleasure. Okay guys, it looks like it's all finished. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it gave you some helpful tips. Again, see the beginning of the video if you want to see how I remove the water-soluble stabilizer and prep for the next one. Happy stitching!